All right, we should be good.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Shir, the co-president of SSI at UCLA, and today we're going to be talking about Hagal Sheli, which is founded by Yaron Kaufman. This is a series that we do at SSI at UCLA, which we talk about people of Israel and the organizations that they have created to enrich our country. And also this is recorded live on Facebook and will be saved on the SSI national page and the SSI UCLA page if you want to share with your friends. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about their adventure, their programs, and their success. What is Hagal Sheli? Hagal Sheli in Hebrew means my wave. It's a nonprofit organization that uses surfing as an educational tool to provide children at risk an opportunity to succeed through the riding of the waves. So it started as a small dream of two surf buddies, Yaron and Omer, who surfed as young teenage kids, and Yaron just thought of a way how to make it something bigger. He founded it 6 years ago, and his dream was that anyone can catch a wave and succeed in life, even youth at risk. So, they have a few statements for their organization. First of all, the mission is to operate different programs for teenagers between the ages of 13, 18 from all Israeli societies. If it's Jews, Muslim, Christians, secular, non-secular, immigrants, boys, girls, anything. And through overcoming the strong, unique forces of the sea and the waves, surfing, children can then receive proper tools to help them with their life struggles. Okay, so their adventure. Their adventure happens at the beach, so all their activities happen at the beach and through the sea. They have 4 types of programs. Each program is right after the other. So when you complete one program, you can move to the other if you wish to. And each program emphasizes something different. So the first program is the Lighthouse program. It works with corporations with different educational frameworks to make sure they can successfully use their skills learned in surfing and apply to the real world. After they successfully finish the Lighthouse program, if they wish to, they have an opportunity to move to a program called A Place for Life. It's typically just for them to have a safe place. It's for children who enjoy surfing. They have the opportunity to be part of the center and surf for free. And the third program is Circles. So this program is intended to give the graduates more skills related to surfing through the world, eventually giving the teens additional skills and tools to benefit them in other areas. And this is formed through them participating in different activities that is through Hagal Sheli. The last program, and in my opinion, the best one and the most important one, is the leadership program called the Young Mentors. It's intended for those who graduated to use the skills that they have learned throughout the programs and eventually give it to new kids that are coming into the programs and show kids that there is a way to grow out of difficulties and share their experience. Okay, so their success. Over 3,000 youth at risk have participated and completed the program already, and out of them, 95% have returned and completed high school. So in 2017, the organization won the Knesset's Quality of Life Prize for its contribution towards the Israeli society. That's huge. They have 3 centers along the Israeli coast. They have one down at Bat Yam, they have one at Tel Aviv Yafo, and they have one up north in Kfar Galim. So now we're going to hear a few awesome words from one of the youth at risk that participated in the programs, Miriam. She's going to share a little bit about her experience. Can everybody hear?
Yes. המקום הכי נמוך הוא המקום שאין בו גבולות בכלל. אמא שלי בשנים האחרונות קצת היה לה קשה להמשיך לגדל ילדים ולקיים משפחה. עם אבא שלי אני לא בקשר 7 שנים. לא היה שם דמות של אמא, אין מישהו שקמה בבוקר ומכינה לך סנדוויצ'ים או מישהו שמחבק אותך עד שאתה חוזר הביתה, מתח באוויר בבית, הרבה מאוד זעם וכעס, אווירה כזאת של אתה לא רוצה להיות שם. לא בדיוק היה חיים, לא היה שגרה, זה היה כזה כמה מתי שבא לי, כאילו היום כזה נמרח איך שהוא רוצה, לא בית ספר, לא עבודה. יצאתי לגמרי מהמסגרת של הבית בגיל 14, עברתי אלפי מסגרות. וכל מסגרת שנכנסתי אליה, כמה חודשים, ועפתי משם, מחפשת את עצמי, השנה פה אצל חברה, שם אצל חברה, לילה בחוף. אתה מוצא חברים, שאתה חושב שהם החברים הכי טובים שלך. ואז יושבים, והוא מציע לך שחטה, אז אני מנסה כאילו להיות חלק מהחבר'ה, והחבר'ה האלה לוקחים אותי למקום שהוא לא טוב. לרחוב, לסמים, לאלכוהול. זה היה מתסכל בעיקר כי היה בי איזשהו רצון להצליח, אבל זה לא קורה, ובאמת לא הצלחתי כמה שניסיתי. איזשהו שלב אתה כבר כאילו, די, מוותר.
מרים הגיעה לפה אחרי שהרבה מסגרות ויתרו עליה. הקמנו את הגל שלי מתוך אמונה שכל נערה ונער יכולים לעלות על הגל ולהצליח, וכמו בים ככה גם בחיים, שאם אתה מתמיד, מתמודד, לא מוותר, אז אין שום סיבה שאתה תצליח, וזה לא משנה מאיפה באת. ופה בעצם הייתה פעם ראשונה שהצליחה להתחיל משהו ולסיים. ואני לא אשכח שהיא באה אליי ואמרה לי, תשמע ירון, אני מכאן לא עוצרת. והיא לא עצרה.
יש לי סוף סוף את מי לשתף, עם מי לדבר, מדריכים כאילו, שמחכים לשמוע כאילו, איך עובר עלייך היום, ומה קורה, וזה כיף, כי אתה מת לספר כאילו, וואלה, אין לי איפה לישון היום, אין לי למי לספר את זה. אני הולכת להעביר לילה ברחוב, ואין לי למי לשתף. פעם ראשונה שאני משתמשת באמת באנשים, ומתחילה לסמוך. הגל שלי זה מקום שאני יכולה להגיע אליו ולהרגיש הכי בבית. לא ישפטו אותי, לא ינסו לבקר את הדרך שלי, פשוט יהיו שם בשבילי ויתמכו בי 100%. הייתי בתקופות שהיה לי ממש עומס של מבחנים והיה לי קשה, וכמו בים כאילו ידעתי לא לוותר ולהיכנס למים, ולא משנה מה קורה לי אז להמשיך ולחתור. אני אוהבת את החיים שלי ואני מלאה בטוב, כאילו אני עמוסה, אני עובדת ואני עושה רישיון ואני עושה בגרות ואני באה ומדריכה פה מלא וכל הזמן מחפשת רק לתת למקום הזה, כי הוא באמת הוציא אותי מהעולם הכי רע והוביל אותי למסלול הכי מדהים שיכולתי לבקש.
So, before we go on to questions, I want to say a few words. First of all, if Yaron is going to see this, I really want to thank him. I want to thank him for not stopping and making this dream an organization and fulfilling children's lives and making them grow from kids on the streets that don't have guardians, don't have people who can help them rise, to showing them that the sea, water, waves, surfboards can help them receive the tools to fight with struggles in life. Sure, it's not the solution for everything, but with his passion and his effort towards creating this organization, he gives kids a reason to continue to live. Because these kids they're on the spectrum, they're on the edge of falling, they're children who just don't have a reason to continue on, and he gives them a reason. And I think we should all thank him and thank the kids who want to continue in his program and give back to the program by giving to other kids. It's an amazing circle that he has created, that children who have completed the program are now leaders who are helping new youth at risk in the program. So it's an amazing hand-to-hand organization that has enriched our country and showed that from very simple things, it's not even money included or anything, just throwing the kids into the sea with the surfboard can give them something to hold on to and continue in life. So thank you, Yaron, and thank you, Hagal Sheli. I really wish something like this can grow in other communities in other countries. And now we can move on to questions.
I have a question. Do they engage in any form of like promotion of like sustainability or anything?
Yes. So they have a couple of events through the organization. A lot of community events, if it's cleaning beaches, if it's giving to other communities, like they had recently an amazing event in the Bat-Yam community for Ethiopian immigrants. So yes, they do engage in sustainability events as well at the beach.
Very nice.
I wanted to ask, how do the kids actually get to get into the program? Like, how are you referred to there? What do you need to do to actually get in there?
So, like we said, it's youth through the ages of 13 and 18, and it's typically kids who have reached the point that social workers have red lights on them. It's kids that are just lacking attendance at school or behaving in risky behaviors. Kids that have caught the attention of social workers.
Thank you.
Any other questions? We have 10 more minutes.
Can you maybe explain, I know you mentioned before that it's not kind of global yet, but is this being executed in any other countries or any similar movements like this?
So from my research, I have seen that the Jewish community in Australia is in the efforts of engaging in this act. They have also did their research on the organization. They're not necessarily using Hagal Sheli, but they are engaging in similar actions as the organization. Any other questions?
If anybody feels uncomfortable asking a question, you can type it in the chat and I will read it aloud for you.
Okay, so while we're waiting for questions, I'll answer a few questions that I had while doing this research. I had like my friends ask me. So the first question that my friends asked me is, why am I choosing this organization? What is my personal connection to it? So I am an Israeli, and I served in the IDF as a social worker. And as a social worker, you engage with a lot of 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds to 21-year-olds, even older, that you may find their children, like 18-year-olds that came from families, they're not as stable as we think. And as a social worker, I will help them find organizations or find places that can help them like feel a little bit more stable, because at home it's not stable. And Hagal Sheli, it is for youth, but there are more organizations in Israel like Hagal Sheli that help soldiers that are at risk, that their homes are not so safe, and the IDF as well helps. So I really connected to this organization because I have a really strong connection with youth at risk because of my soldiers. I always saw them as little children, and I do believe that if they knew about this organization while they were growing up, it could have helped them and it could have saved them from a lot of lawsuits and jail time and a lot more. So I am internally grateful for Yaron giving us this amazing organization. And it is very close to home, so I like it. Anybody have any more questions? Okay.
Well, I want to thank you, UCLA, for hosting this for us. And thank you for presenting this organization to us that we might not have learned about before. I encourage everybody to tune in this Thursday for the rest of the series. And thank you for joining. And if you have any questions, please reach out to SSI at UCLA. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they're on pretty much all the social media sites. So please reach out to them. I know Sharon Sapir are there for you to talk to, as well as their other board members. So please reach out to them as well. And thank you guys for joining.
Thank you, everyone.